Hey everyone, welcome to El Nido. We got here yesterday and explored the town a little bit, but today we're going to go out and take a boat tour. It's not the best weather, it's a bit cloudy, but I'm sure we'll still have fun. Located on the northern shore of Palawan, El Nido is a popular vacation spot in the Philippines, known for its beautiful beaches, turquoise lagoons, and dramatic limestone cliffs. We got here yesterday after a short flight from Manila, and as I mentioned, we spent the afternoon exploring the town. El Nido town is a small but lively hub that serves as the gateway to Palawan's island hopping adventures. The main streets are lined with guest house, cafes, and tour operators, giving it a backpacker-friendly vibe. While the town beach itself isn't the highlight, the energy is laid back and welcoming, and you're never far from a good meal or a drink. It can feel a bit crowded and rustic at times, but that's part of its charm. El Nido town is less about luxury and more about being close to the incredible natural beauty that surrounds it. Today though, we were definitely looking forward to getting out and seeing some of the nature that this area is famous for. Boat tours are among the most popular things to do in El Nido, with 4 main options to choose from: tours A, B, C, and D. Each tour runs for about 7 hours and takes you to a unique mix of islands, caves, lagoons, beaches, and snorkeling spots across the area. You can join a group tour for around $25 per person, but we were able to book a private tour for around $175. Alright, so we made it on board. We're getting underway now. Tour A may be the most popular choice, but we decided to go with Tour C for its lighter crowds, superior snorkeling, and the chance to explore more remote, postcard-perfect spots. We're at our first stop today, which is Hidden Beach. It was a bit treacherous to get here, to jump out of the boat and scale all these wet rocks. Yeah, and then going through the cave. But we're here now. It's a good start to the trip.
Yeah, exactly.
These $8 water shoes were a last-minute purchase, but they turned out to be incredibly useful. I'd highly recommend bringing a pair of protective footwear before joining one of these tours. And now we need to go and swim back to the boat and continue the trip. Our next stop was Secret Beach, which would be our first opportunity to go snorkeling. The Philippines is world-renowned for its underwater life, and as an avid aquarium hobbyist, I couldn't wait to experience it firsthand. So we swim up to the beach now. A lot of fun snorkeling. Saw some great fish.
Yeah, it was an incredible snorkeling. There was a big bright blue starfish, so there's a lovely sunflower, and yeah, loads of cool fish. Amazing.
So going to all these different places, there's definitely other tourists here, but I don't know about you, but I thought it's gonna be a lot worse today.
Yeah, I think for the amount of people we saw on the beach when we were starting the tour, we thought it was going to be crazy, but at this spot here, it's just us, one other boat. I think there's another boat arriving now, but it's maybe only 10 more people in the sea, so it's great.
Alright, so we've explored for a bit, we've walked around the beach and everything, so we're gonna swim back to the boat, maybe see some other cool fish. Since we were on a private tour, our itinerary was more flexible, giving us the freedom to explore beyond the standard tour sea route and enjoy each destination at our own pace. We're at our next destination now, which is this lagoon. We had to rent a sea kayak for about 300 Filipino pesos and then kayak here onto the beach. I forget what the name of the island is called, but I think it means something like Laughing Island or something. It was pretty choppy getting here, so we're both like a little bit seasick, but sun's coming out now. It's a nice day. So behind us here is the lagoon. Apparently it's brackish water, so there's like fresh water kind of coming down from the mountains over there. Apparently it's also like pretty deep. Our guide was telling us that like Red Bull's gonna come and do like diving over there or something pretty soon.
Cliff diving, I think, from those cliffs up there.
So I think the plan now is that we're gonna finish up here, kayak back to the boat, and then go somewhere else and get some lunch. All tours, whether private or group, include lunch, and our guides chose a beautiful, secluded beach as the perfect spot for our meal. Now we're at this beautiful beach and we're gonna have some lunch.
Beautiful beach with dogs. Very cute.
The crew treated us to a hearty Filipino-style feast, complete with fresh seafood, tender pork, and an array of vibrant tropical fruits and vegetables. We finished up lunch and we're just waiting around. I think they're cleaning up, and then we're gonna head back and do some more exploring on the boat. Alright, so we're at the last stop on this tour, which is called Paradise Beach. And the plan is just to relax, do some snorkeling, do some more snorkeling. We're in the water.
We were just in the water having a great time snorkeling, but then a fish told us to get out.
Yeah, they're very defensive, but you know, we're in its home.
Yeah, it's not our house.
So I'm not sure how well that footage came out, but I mean, that snorkeling was just great. I saw so many cool fish. I saw a barracuda that I wasn't able to film. It swam way too quickly, but seeing all those clownfish and all the other ones that I've just kind of seen in aquariums all these years, I mean, it was really fantastic. I think we're gonna head back now. It's getting a little late in the afternoon. Probably get something to eat later, you know, relax, shower.
It was a great day though.
It was definitely a great day.
It's also a beautiful place.
We're so glad that we took the private tour instead of the group one. Booking a private tour was well worth the extra cost, and I definitely recommend it to anyone planning a boat trip in El Nido. After the tour, we headed back to our hotel to freshen up before going out for dinner later in the evening. We stayed at the Coron El Nido Villas, which is nestled on a hillside a short drive away from town. This is a boutique resort that offers stunning ocean views, warm hospitality, and a variety of villa styles with Indonesian-inspired design. Each villa is thoughtfully designed with natural materials. Many rooms have large balconies with hammocks and beautiful views. The villas are spaced out, meaning that there is great privacy and serenity. It's less hotel hustle and bustle and more tranquil hillside retreat. There's a range of villa types, so you can choose based on how much luxury or privacy you want. We spent about $250 a night, and we were happy with our choice. This hotel is perfect for anyone looking to escape the hustle and bustle of El Nido town and doesn't mind a bit of walking. For dinner tonight, we decided to go to a different part of El Nido that's right down the road from our hotel and go to a Filipino restaurant. Set just outside the busier town center and party scene of El Nido, the Pops District offers a more relaxed alternative. Though still developing, it already features a good mix of restaurants and bars, all wrapped in a laid-back, easygoing vibe. We had dinner at a restaurant called Nanny's, and it was definitely a good find. The vibe is cozy and laid back, the staff are friendly, and the food feels like a mix of home-cooked Filipino classics with a bit of a modern twist. The portions are generous, the flavors are spot on, and it's definitely worth checking out if you really want a satisfying local meal. So we just finished up dinner. It cost about $23. It was great. At least my meal was. What do you think?
No, it was really, really tasty. It's a lovely place.
Yeah, I mean, this area is way better than the town of El Nido.
Yeah, definitely. You should just come here first. It's much nicer, much more like chill vibes. Really.
The Pops District and its surrounding area feels like an upgraded version of El Nido town. It has the same great energy, but with more space, better ambience, and a touch of calm that makes it easier to truly enjoy. We ended up coming back here the next night, and we had dinner at another great restaurant called Lion Sunset Lounge. The menu is Asian fusion with a solid variety, and they served great cocktails. It was a bit pricier, but felt worth it for the experience. Alright, our walk's done now. We're gonna call it a night and head back to the hotel. So we'll speak to you again at our next destination. We spent another day in El Nido, then caught a flight to Coron, which is an island located about 125 kilometers to the north. Like El Nido, Coron is known for its stunning natural beauty, and we would spend the next few days at a resort called Discovery Coron. This resort is located on a private island with 74 well-equipped suites and villas, surrounded by lush tropical landscapes and the crystal clear waters of Palawan's famed marine sanctuary. This part of our trip was more about sitting back and relaxing, but that didn't mean that there still wasn't plenty of excitement around the resort. We spent a few days enjoying the beautiful coral reef, which was easily accessible from the beach. The reef was absolutely teeming with marine life, and it was definitely a highlight of our stay here. Each trip in the water revealed something new, and I was even able to spot many of my favorite fish from my local aquarium now thriving in their natural habitat. However, on our last day, we thought it would be a good idea if we booked an excursion away from the resort. Hey everyone, welcome to the island of Coron here in the Philippines. We got here a couple days ago and it's just been chilling out and relaxing, but today we're going to take you along on a boat trip as we go to see some dugongs and do a little bit of snorkeling. If you've never heard of a dugong before, you're not alone. To be honest, I didn't know about these marine mammals before I got to Coron. A dugong is sort of like the Asian version of a manatee, inhabiting the Indo-Western Pacific. These gentle sea cows feed primarily on seagrass and are known for their calm, slow-moving nature. They certainly looked cool in the pictures, and we figured this would be a great opportunity to do some more snorkeling. Excited to see the dugongs and explore new parts of Coron's vibrant underwater world, we set out early, masks and fins ready, eager for whatever marine life we might encounter along the way. Access to the dugongs is strictly regulated, with only a few people allowed near them at a time, and when we arrived at the area where they usually hang out, it was already pretty crowded, so our guides decided to start our adventure by snorkeling in a nearby area instead. It was a thrill to get out into deeper water, and we even managed to spot a few sea turtles. In fact, this ended up being the highlight of the entire excursion since we really didn't get to see any dugongs. In fact, this is about as close as we came to the elusive sea cows after drifting aimlessly in the sun for about 2.5 hours. Although that was a little disappointing, the experience of swimming alongside sea turtles more than made up for it, and we were sad to be leaving Coron the next day to fly to Manila.
Once again, that is Terminal 2, for our guests with onward connecting flights on Cebu Pacific.
Hey everyone, welcome to Manila, the Philippines. After El Nido, we spent a couple days in Coron. Now we're here before we go back home tomorrow. But before we go back, we just wanted to spend a couple hours exploring the city. Manila is the capital of the Philippines and the second most populous city in the country. Before arriving, we had heard quite a few negative things about it, and our nerves weren't really eased when upon checking into our hotel, an older gentleman pulled us aside and warned us not to leave because in his opinion, we would almost certainly be robbed. So as you can imagine, we felt a little on edge as we set out to explore the city. The historic walled area within Manila called Intramuros was just a short walk away from our hotel, so we decided to spend the afternoon exploring it. So we're in Intramuros right now, and I think the first order of business is to go get some lunch. There's a lot of good restaurants here, but we decided on one called Barbara's. Barbara's restaurant, located in the heart of the Intramuros, is a well-loved dining destination that blends Filipino heritage, culture, and cuisine. Set in a beautifully preserved Spanish colonial-style house, the restaurant offers a charming old-world ambience with antique furnishing, wooden interiors, and soft lighting that transports guests back in time. They're best known for their buffet, but we decided to order off the menu. They specialize in Filipino and Spanish-inspired dishes, and we were both able to find something interesting to try. I definitely enjoyed the food that I ordered, and they had a few vegan options for my wife. Overall, the menu had a nice balance of familiar comfort food and new flavors to experience. How was your food? What'd you get again? So we just finished up lunch and it was really good. It was only about $15, which was great. So now we're gonna explore the rest of the area. Often called the Walled City, Intramuros is the oldest district of Manila and was the center of Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines for more than 300 years. Built by the Spanish in the late 16th century, this historic district of Manila is famous for its colonial architecture and cobblestone streets. And for centuries, it served as the country's political, religious, and educational center. Today, Intramuros offers a captivating blend of old and new. Restored landmarks and historic ruins stand beside modern establishments, while horse-drawn carriages known as calesas still roam its cobblestone streets. One of our first stops after lunch was Fort Santiago. We're in the fort now. It's really cool. I think we're both enjoying it more than we thought we would. It was pretty cheap to get in also. I'm not entirely sure on the history of it, although I do know that right behind us over there, that's an old American Army barracks. Fort Santiago is one of the most important historical sites in the Philippines and a centerpiece of Manila. Constructed in 1593 by the Spanish, it served as a military defense fortress to guard the entrance to the Pasig River and protect the city from invasions. And its massive stone walls, gates, and towers made it a formidable stronghold during the Spanish colonial period. In 1898, the United States took control of Fort Santiago, turning it into the headquarters of the U.S. Army in the Philippines. During this period, several modifications were made to the grounds, including the addition of a golf course. The fort also carries a heavy past, and nowhere is its dark history more palpable than within its prison cells. During World War II, Fort Santiago was seized by the Japanese, who used these cells to detain hundreds of prisoners. The conditions were horrific, and about 600 American prisoners of war died of suffocation or hunger after being held in the dungeon's extremely tight quarters. The rest were executed towards the end of the conflict during the Manila Massacre. Seeing the cells firsthand is definitely a sobering experience, and really leaves you with a deeper appreciation of the struggles that took place at the fort. Overall, Fort Santiago is a great place to soak up history while enjoying a peaceful stroll through its gardens and old stone walls. The fort houses much more than military history though. It's also home to beautiful plazas, leafy walkways, and cultural exhibits that make it fun to explore. Whether you're a history buff or just looking for a scenic place to wander, Fort Santiago is definitely worth a visit. An afternoon in Intramuros is time well spent. Rich in history, full of charm, and completely safe to explore. It's the perfect mix of culture and relaxation right in the heart of Manila. Well, that was a fun couple of hours out. Now we're gonna head back to the hotel and just freshen up and get dinner. We stayed at the Manila Hotel, which is one of the Philippines' most storied and enduring landmarks. Situated prominently along Manila Bay, the hotel opened its doors on July 4th, 1912. Designed in a California mission style by American architects and later renovated by European and Filipino architects, the Manila Hotel has blended colonial charm with evolving sensibilities. General Douglas MacArthur was a guest here during his pre-war years as military advisor, and the hotel has hosted world leaders, writers, and various entertainers over the years. It currently offers over 500 well-equipped rooms and suites distributed across its original structure and an adjoining high-rise tower that was added during a 1970s expansion. With plenty of amenities and several dining options, we felt our stay was well worth it for $130 a night.
It's the next day and we're getting ready to head to the airport and go home, which means that our time here in the Philippines is over. We had a great time exploring and wish we had more time to explore Manila. But with that said, we'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this vlog, and hopefully you'll come here one day yourself.
After a week of exploring El Nido's lagoons, Coron's coral reefs, and Manila's history, we're leaving the Philippines with unforgettable memories. From island hopping adventures to cultural discoveries, this trip had it all, and we can't wait to come back for more. And with that said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.